Yo, you are back in the place to be, Rear Naked Chat. This time we are going to be talking about UFC on Fox 5, aka Benson Henderson against Nate Diaz, which is going to be a great fight. Yeah, man.
Nate Diaz is basically undefeated in 3 or 4 top-ranked contenders.
Yep, and has looked increasingly better and better every fight
time,
he's had.
yes.
Because he's caught a couple of tough losses.
Yeah. But that was a welterweight, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think, yeah, true.
When he came back to light, he's just been on a win streak.
But you can see that even from those losses, you can see how he's looked at where he went wrong, looked at his what possible weaknesses he had, and just worked his arse off. And mate, he's looking like a really polished fighter.
Yeah.
Like in the Ultimate Fighter finale, I believe that was season 5 he was on, quite possibly. Manny Gamborian, he won because Manny injured his shoulder.
Yeah.
In that particular fight, I thought Manny would have won that if he hadn't got injured.
He might have,
He was looking a lot more dominant.
Yeah.
But I think if they fought now,
yeah,
Nate Diaz has evolved into a much stronger fighter than what he used to be, and probably better than Manny. Now, I know Manny's had a lot of injury problems, etc., but that's not really a knock on him. That's more just to say that Nate, you can see how much he's grown as a fighter. I mean, you know them Diaz brothers, mate, they love it.
But that's the thing, Nate's jiu-jitsu's always been good, but his stand-up has just gone amazing now.
And he's learned how to kind of bring it all together into one sort of... He's found who he is as a fighter, I think.
Well, he knows he's a Diaz, because that's how they both fight. That's the unique Diaz style. No one else does it. Only they fight that way. Yeah. 50% punches.
Yeah, I suppose you're right, yeah. Just wear you down, grind you down. But that's what I mean, he will grind you down, but then if you give an opportunity for the finish, he will fucking go for it and choke you unconscious.
But Ben Henderson, man, Hendo ain't no chump.
No. And again, you see this a lot more in the lower weight divisions, I think, as well, where if you've got a certain division, like a light, where you've got guys going up and down a lot, every now and then you do catch situations where there will be quite a big size difference in the actual cage. Yeah. Because someone will come down to make weight. I mean, Frankie Edgar has been a victim of that. Because he's always ended up fighting much bigger guys.
But in this,
so that's my only concern.
A bigger guy, yeah?
That's my only concern, is that Bendo will be too big and too strong for Nate. But I can't write Nate off, man. He's definitely got a chance.
I don't know how Bendo's going to deal with Nate Diaz's stand-up style these days.
Right, yeah.
That's the thing. Because it's about who's going to take control here, basically. Is Nate Diaz going to set the pace, or is Bendo going to control it?
Yeah, very true.
Because it won't be like...
It'll be Bendo looking for takedowns and wrestling, really, I think, initially.
I think Bendo's going to want to strike, you know. I think he's going to want to kick him and stuff.
But I mean, yeah, true.
What's your prediction for this?
Big fucking legs. Oh, man, it's a tough one. I mean, on paper, I'd probably... Because they're both, really now, you could say they're both complete fighters. Like they've got every aspect of the game. Yeah. They're strong in a lot of different areas. But Benson Henderson has got him for size and strength, and maybe a little bit speed as well, because he's very quick, Ben Henderson. So, on paper, you'd say Bendo probably has the edge.
Agree with that.
But Nate is a Diaz. And he's got that going
Diaz
for him,
factor.
And therefore I'm never fucking betting against the Diaz, so I'm picking Nate. Will he finish it? I'm not sure. I think it might more be a case of him going the distance.
I'm going to go Bendo points then.
Yeah, okay. You're going
Bendo points, yeah.
Okay. I'm going Nate on points.
I want Nate to win though.
Yeah. Nate on points, okay. Wow, shit, that's out there now. That's on YouTube.
Let's commit to that.
Yeah. Wow. I think these are officially the first proper predictions we've done on the show. Okay, it's a new thing then. Maybe I should have introduced that at the beginning. But yeah, we're going to do fight picks. Makes it a bit more interesting. Anyone can sit here and go, oh, that guy's good, that guy's good. Yeah, well, they wouldn't be in the UFC if they weren't. So you got to, we're trying to man up a bit and
this fight, right? Bendo Diaz is the 2 best lightweights Like they are the two best lightweights right now.
I'd say so. Yeah,
just like they had GSP Condit,
Frankie
two best welterweights.
Frankie Edgar's gone down a weight, so he's not in the picture anymore. So they are. They're the two best.
They're going to go at it,
they've proven best. Yeah. Not even word of mouth. So
the co-main event, Shogun versus Alexander Gustafsson, which is an interesting fight because the last time we saw Shogun was that epic battle against.
Was that his last fight?
I think it was because it's taken that long to recover.
Holy shit!
We haven't seen Shogun since. Oh no!
For a while.
Didn't he fight Brandon Vera?
I thought he beat somebody.
I think it was Brandon Vera he fought.
Yeah, maybe we should have researched it before recording a podcast. Let us know in the comments and
they'll always put us right. They know we don't know all the facts.
Yeah, we're just kind
of facts.
We're just winging it completely. Yeah. But yeah, I know in Alexander Gustafsson's last fight. He looked
very good.
Very good.
It was in Sweden, but still.
Yeah, true. He's
sorry.
Professional. Yeah, he looks very solid. He almost looks a little bit, you could say, like a bit of a white John Jones.
Yeah, I've heard the comparison.
You could say like not only skin colour but also
length.
The athleticism isn't quite there due to his whiteness. But yeah, I suppose I think that's a bit of a reach. I don't know if Gustafsson's that good. He is good. He is good,
but to me, he's like Phil Davis level. Yeah. Like still got to step up, but potentially.
So I'd probably, if I had to pick, I'd probably say Gustafsson again by decision. But Rua, man.
I think he's on.
Excuse me.
I think he's on. He might be on the tail end of his career now, though. We might have seen his best.
Definitely, yeah. And I think that Henderson fight took a lot out of him.
Yeah, we said that last time. Yeah.
But he's always capable of knocking a man out. In fact, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going for Shogun by knockout.
Oh, I'm going Gustafsson. So.
Okay, fair enough. Because I think Shogun's got him for experience, and he'll know when to pick his spot.
Okay.
And if he catches him, he can knock him out. I think it's just a case of if, but that's probably it's more Shogun having a puncher's chance.
Yeah.
Gustafsson probably is the favourite, but I'm not picking the favourite, so there you go.
Another fighter who might be on the tail end of his career, BJ Penn versus Rory McDonald.
Penn, an all-time legend.
Again, it's a similar theme running through. You're getting a legend versus a new guy.
A young up-and-comer. Yeah. You got added to that dynamic. You've also got a little bit of a Twitter beef that went on between
minor Twitter
those
beef.
two.
Silly.
I'd say just Google it if you really want to know. It wasn't particularly entertaining Twitter war, was it? As far as Twitter wars goes.
Well, the most interesting part was when BJ Penn said he wouldn't even rear naked choke him because he'd be scared to burst all the pimples on his back. Gross.
Yeah.
Not very childish.
It's very schoolyard, isn't it? But that's why we love BJ Penn, I suppose.
I'm going with Rory McDonald on this one.
Because he's at welterweight. Yeah, I think I will too.
BJ struggles a little bit. Lightweight's BJ's weight, but it's because he's older now.
He's older, he's put on a bit of weight, but then, he might be a bit stronger now. That'll slow him down a little bit, I think. And Rory's just a young gun. I mean, he's looked great in all his fights. He does just look like a little GSP clone. Really. So
he's part of that group.
I think he's part of that first generation of fighters who are coming through now, where they're training MMA from the start. Whereas previous generations, you'd have a specialist in one thing who then developed other areas. Like Matt Hughes was a wrestler.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they were mixed martial artists, and these new guys are just martial artists. They do everything.
Yeah, it's just they train it from the start. So
then the other fight,
have a lot of weapons. So I'm going with him as well.
The other fight we have Mike Swick versus Matt Brown.
Like Mike Swick,
always like watching Matt Brown fight.
I was going to say I like Mike Swick, but I'm never betting against Matt Brown because that is a tough motherfucker.
Yeah.
And he's another one who's looked better and better as he's gone on. Like,
he's
a bit shaky.
He's maturing as a fighter.
First couple of fights, he's been a bit shaky, but you can tell he's put in the hard work and really dedicated himself to becoming a better fighter. And
he's
it's paying off. He's a man's man, isn't he? Yeah, he's
one of the only men with some fucking hair on his chest
in the UFC. He's
a man's man.
I'm not counting Brian Eversole in that group either.
No, that's the opposite.
That's even worse than shaving all of it off.
Right, Brendan Schaub, LeVar Johnson. This is on the preliminary cards.
Just two big dudes.
Big dudes going at it. Brendan Schaub was defeated at Brazil last time we saw him.
He got sparked unconscious, didn't he?
And LeVar Johnson's off the back of a loss as well.
Yeah, in this fight, I just want to see him swinging.
Yeah,
I want to see a heavyweight, because neither of them are really high-level skill guys.
Yeah.
They're decent. They're both athletes. So I just want to see both guys swing for the fences and just see how it goes down. I'll pick LeVar Johnson, I think, in that. Brendan Schaub looked good earlier in his career, but then hasn't really impressed me that much recently.
Yeah, I'll go with you on
the
that.
opposite of those other guys.
LeVar Johnson as well on that.
Then we've got Stripper Ramsey.
Oh yeah, he's
Ramsey
back. Versus Joe Proctor
from Massachusetts, Boston.
From Tough Live.
Yeah, so they're two Ultimate Fighter alumni. I don't really know in that fight. I'd say Ramsey just probably because he's got a little bit more UFC experience.
Yeah, Ramsey knows him because I've heard of him a little bit more than the other guy.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there we go. I think that might be Joe Proctor's first fight other than the finale of Live. Whereas Ramsey's got a couple under his belt in the UFC, so that's my only reason for giving it to him. Yeah, so
the other fights I'm not even going to bother predicting because I don't care, but I hope they're good fights.
Yeah, that's where we're at. Eve Edwards, I'm going to go for him
against John Chulish.
The rest of them, John Albert. His nickname's Prince Albert. So
is it?
If it's not, it should be. If I don't think it is, I might have just made that up.
John Prince Albert. Keep an eye out for that when they show.
I might have just made that up, but it might be true. I might be getting confused with WWE.
John, get in touch. Let's set
let
us
us know,
straight.
mate. Drop us a line on Twitter. Speaking of Twitter, you can find us there at Rear Naked Chat. You can contact us, rearnakedchat@gmail.com.
Email, Twitter, comments, questions. Bring it.
You're already on the YouTube page, so yeah, we are an open book. Please just feel free to
write on us.
Exactly. Nice. Yeah, UFC on Fox 5. Looking forward to it very much. Bye.